Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode number 78 of Imprint Cast, the podcast dedicated to the Australian boutique label Imprint Films. My name is Tony Michas, and joining me as always is my partner and colleague, Mr. John Mathews. John, how are you doing today, good sir?
Doing well, thanks. Looking forward to this. It's good to be back with our TV guru. So looking forward to discussing these two titles.
Oh, absolutely. With these two titles, I'm looking forward to discussing with our television guru. Speaking of which, joining us is our Imprint Cast family member, Mr. Jim Mulvihill. How are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing very well, and I'm amazed that I'm still here. So thank you so much for putting up with me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Don't you worry about that.
You don't know me very well.
I think we know you. I think we know you well now.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this one, and so hopefully everyone else is going to enjoy it.
Oh, no doubt. For this episode, we'll be discussing the first release for January for the year 2026, and of course, we'll start with the January 2026 bundle. And what better way to start off is with one of the greatest cult sci-fi horror thriller television series of all time. John, would you like to start? Would you like to introduce us to Imprint Television number 34?
Absolutely, yeah. So this is a big one. It's Rod Serling's Night Gallery, the Complete Collection. This is Imprint Television number 34. So starting off, good evening and good welcome to a private showing of 3 paintings. Prepare for the chill of a lifetime to join the master of suspense and mystery, Rod Serling, the Twilight Zone, as he invites you into the transfixing world of dark fantasy, macabre horror, and twisted science fiction that is Night Gallery. Each frightful episode features multiple stories which are introduced by Rod Serling himself as curator of a mysterious art gallery. There's a painting for every tale, and the viewer is confronted by mixed morality and terrifying visuals in all 93 stories across 43 episodes. With stories adapted from classic works, including authors such as H.P. Lovecraft, Oscar Cook, and August Derleth, and many original stories penned by Serling himself, the series attracted a rotating host of notable directors, including Jeanette Schwartz, Boris Sagal, Barry Shear, and the directorial debut of none other than Steven Spielberg. A remarkable assortment of stars making guest appearances throughout the series, including Joan Crawford, Angus Moorhead, Roddy McDowall, Leslie Nielsen, Sandra Dee, Vincent Price, Burl Ives, Diane Keaton, Mark Hamill, Sally Field, Dean Stockwell, Adam West, Leonard Nimoy, Orson Welles, Edward G. Robinson, Joel Grey, Mickey Rooney, Robert Morse, Bobby Darin, David Carradine, Randy Quaid, Burgess Meredith, Joanna Pettit, and more. This 10-disc Blu-ray features a 108-page hardcover booklet featuring each of the Night Gallery paintings, plus a 104-page softcover episode guide, housed in a limited edition hardbox packaging. It's limited to 1,500 copies only. So technical specs, 1080p high definition presentation on Blu-ray for all 43 episodes plus the pilot film. Audio is LPCM 2.0 mono. Original aspect ratio 1.33. Special features: Season 1 new audio commentary on pilot film by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on pilot film by historian Gary Girani. New audio commentary on episode 1, The Dead Man / Housekeeper by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. New audio commentary on episode 2, Room with a View / The Little Black Bag / The Nature of the Enemy by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson again. Audio commentary on episode 3, The House / Curtain Shadows on the Wall by film historian Tim Lucas. Audio commentary on episode 3, The House / Curtain Shadows on the Wall by film historian Amanda Reyes. Audio commentary on episode 4, Make Me Laugh / Clean Kills and Other Trophies by filmmaker / film historian Constantine Naz. And Night Gallery book author Taylor L. White. A new audio commentary on episode 5, Pamela Voice / Lone Survivor / The Doll by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson again. Audio commentary on episode 5, Pamela Voice / Lone Survivor / The Doll by film critic Kim Newman and writer-editor Stephen Jones. Audio commentary on episode 6, They're Tearing Down Tim Riley's Bar / The Last Laurel by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. And we also have the syndication conundrum, a Night Gallery's horrific second life in reruns featurette. And that is for season 1 extras. And there's a lot more to go.
A lot more. That's an understatement. Okay. I'll do season 2, and oh boy, wish me luck, everybody. Okay. Season two's extras are a new audio commentary on episode 1, The Boy Who Predicted Earthquakes, Miss Lovecraft Sent Me, The Hand of Borgus Weems, Phantom of What Opera by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 1, The Boy Who Predicted Earthquakes, Miss Lovecraft Sent Me, The Hand of Borgus Weems, Phantom of What Opera by film historian Craig Beam, audio commentary on episode 2, Death in the Family, The Merciful, Class of 99, Satisfaction Guaranteed by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 2, Death in the Family, The Merciful, Class of 99, Satisfaction Guarantee by film historian Dr. Reba Wisner, audio commentary on episode 3, Since Aunt Ada Came to Stay, with apologies to Mr. Hyde, The Flip Side of Satan by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 3, Since Aunt Ida Came to Stay, with apologies to Mr. Hyde, The Flip Side of Satan by film historian Dr. Reba Wessner, audio commentary on episode 4, A Fear of Spiders, Junior, Marmalade Wine, The Academy by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 5, The Phantom Farmhouse, Silent Snow, Secret Snow by director Guillermo del Toro, audio commentary on episode 5, The Phantom Farmhouse, Silent Snow, Secret Snow by film historian Gary Girani, audio commentary on episode 6, A Question of Fear, The Devil Is Not Mocked by film critic Kim Newman and writer-editor Stephen Jones, audio commentary on episode 7, Midnight Never Ends, Brenda by Night Gallery historian Jim Benson and actress Laurie Prange, audio commentary on episode 8, The Diary, A Matter of Semantics, Big Surprise, Professor Peabody, and Last Lecture by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 9, House with Ghost, A Midnight Visit to the Neighborhood Blood Bank, Dr. Stringfellow's Rejuvenator, Hell's Bells by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson, audio commentary on episode 10, The Dark Boy, Keep in Touch, We'll Think of Something by film historian Amanda Reyes, audio commentary on episode 11, Pickman's Model, The Dear Departed, An Act of Chivalry by actress Louise Sorrell, and Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 11, Pickman's Model, The Dear Departed, An Act of Chivalry by film historian Gary Girani. Audio commentary on episode 12, Cool Air, Camera Obscura, Quoth the Raven by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 12, Cool Air, Camera Obscura, Quoth the Raven by film creators Mark Davidziak, John Badham, and Gary Girani. Audio commentary on episode 12, Cool Air, Camera Obscura, and Quoth the Raven by film critic Kim Newman and writer-editor Stephen Jones. Audio commentary on episode 13, The Messiah on Mott Street, The Painted Mirror by director Guillermo del Toro. A new audio commentary on episode 13, The Messiah on Mott Street, The Painted Mirror by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 14, The Different Ones, Tell David, Lugger's Heads, by film historian Craig Beam. Audio commentary on episode 15, Green Fingers, The Funeral, The Tunes and Dance Cafe, by film historians John Badham and Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 16, Lindeman's Catch, The Late Mr. Paddington, A Feast of Blood, by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 17, The Miracle of Camafeo, The Ghost of Saworth Place, by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. New audio commentary on episode 18, The Waiting Room, Last Rites for a Dead Druid, by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 19, Deliveries in the Rear, Stop Killing Me, Dead Weight, by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 21, The Sins of the Fathers, You Can't Get Help Like That Anymore, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 21, The Sins of the Fathers, You Can't Get Help Like This Anymore, by film historian Tim Lucas. Audio commentary on episode 22, The Caterpillar, Little Girl Lost, by director Guillermo del Toro. Lost Tales from season 2, Die Now, Pay Later, Room for One Less, Witch's Feast, Little Girl Lost, with optional audio commentary by Night Gallery historians Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. The Syndication Conundrum, Night Gallery's Horrific Second Life in Reruns Part 2 featurette. Revisiting the Gallery, a look back featurette. Art Gallery, the Paintings featurette. And TV spots. John, your turn.
Go. Wow. All right. So season 3, we have audio commentary on episode 1, The Return of the Sorcerer, by film critics Kim Newman and Stephen Jones. We have audio commentary on episode 1, Return of the Sorcerer, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Audio commentary on episode 2, with The Girl with Hungry Eyes, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. We have an audio commentary on episode 2, The Girl with Hungry Eyes, by film historian David J. Show. Audio commentary on episode 3, Rare Objects, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton and Jim Benson. Directed Guillermo del Toro and Jeanette Schwartz and Tom Wright, and actors Mickey Rooney and Raymond Massey. Audio commentary on episode 3, Rare Objects, by historian Craig Beam. Audio commentary on episode 4, Spectra in Tap Shoes, by historian Amanda Reyes. Audio commentary on episode 5, You Can Come Up Now, Mrs. Milliken / Smile Please, by Night Gallery historian Jim Benson and actors Ozzie Nelson. Lindsay Wagner, Michael Lerner, Roger David, and John Badham, and artist Tom Wright. Audio commentary on episode 6, The Other Way Out, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 7, Fright Night, by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 7, Fright Night, by historian Amanda Reyes. Audio commentary on episode 8, Finnegan's Flight, by Night Gallery film historian Jim Benson. Directors Rod Serling and Guillermo del Toro. Actors Juris Meredith, Cameron Mitchell, Jenny Sullivan, makeup artist Leonard Engelman, and artist Tom Wright. Audio commentary on episode 8, Finnegan's Flight, by film historian Dr. Reba Wisner. Audio commentary on episode 9, She'll Be Company for You, by film historian Amanda Reyes. Audio commentary on episode 9, She'll Be Company for You, by film historian Craig Beam. Audio commentary on episode 10, The Ring with Red Velvet Ropes, by Night Gallery historian Jim Benson. Directors Rod Serling and Janet Schwartz. Actors Joan Van Ark and Gary Lockwood. Makeup artist Leonard Engelman and artist Tom Wright. Still going. Audio commentary on episode... Yeah. Audio commentary on episode 10, The Ring with Red Velvet Ropes by film historian Dr. Weber Wisner. Audio commentary on episode 11, Something in the Woodwork by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 11, Something in the Woodwork by film critics Kim Newman and Stephen Jones. Audio commentary on episode 12, Death by Barge by Night Gallery historian Scott Skelton. Audio commentary on episode 12, Death on a Barge by film historians Tim Lucas. Audio commentary on episode 13, Whispers by Night Gallery, film historian Jim Benson, directors Guillermo del Toro and Gianette Suarez, writer David Rayfel, cinematographer Gerald Perry Finneman, associate producer Bert Astor, and artist Tom Wright. Audio commentary on episode 14, The Doll of Death by film critics Kim Newman and Stephen Jones. Audio commentary on episode 15, Hatred Unto Death / How to Cure the Common Vampire by film historian Gary Girani. The syndication conundrum, Night Gallery's Horrific Second Life and Reruns Part 3 featurette. And there's also a bonus disc with a new interview by director Janet Schwarz, and also a new interview with Carol Serling. And there's also more extras to be confirmed, apparently. So yeah, that's all the extras on the set.
More extras than that? Good
yes,
Lord.
I know.
I'm not feeling well.
Now that is a packed set. Come on, and there's more extras coming. Good Lord,
where are you going to find the time to go through it? It's incredible.
I don't know. I really don't.
That's a lifetime. So,
but the thing is, for anyone that's a big fan that likes a specific episode, it's all there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and it must have taken some doing to get all that arranged, to get everybody, there, over a period of time to actually do all that.
Yeah.
Where would you start?
I know it looks like they've gone and gathered every archival extra as well. So I know there's been DVD sets and, I think Kino or a few other labels released them.
Yes.
So I'm glad Imprint's gone and, got everything for this release. So
I had one from Playback in the UK, but I was very disappointed. I mean, I bought it many years ago, and I was very disappointed with the pressing of it. So I didn't buy the second and the third series. So I'm looking forward to this. I used to catch it late of a night on television, and it was very eerie to say the least. Well worth a release, believe me.
Oh, definitely. I haven't seen this show in years, and I'm actually excited. I've only seen, believe it or not, of all these episodes, all these stories, I've only seen probably 10 of them, 10 episodes in total. So I can't wait to get this entire box set and look at and watch the whole thing, because I was obsessed with the Twilight Zone. Of course, that was also created by Rod Serling, and that I have the entire collection, and I absolutely love it.
I was intrigued by the first and second stories in the pilot. I mean, I didn't realize that Steven Spielberg directed the first one until you told me. You told me, Tony. But it's the fact you got Roddy McDowall, who's an absolute horrible guy, and he's waiting for his uncle to pass away so he can inherit his fortune, and he tries to precipitate it by opening the window and putting him into a draft in the hope he'll catch pneumonia. It's some guy. I wouldn't like to meet him on The Dark Knight.
Oh no.
And it's all A-class actors. When you went through the list there, I was quite amazed at the actors that they've actually got. So obviously, Sterling has some tremendous pull to get this talent involved in this tremendous series.
Oh, absolutely! If you've ever watched The Twilight Zone, you see the high amount of guest stars in it. But of course, most notably, William Shatner from the Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. That's that story with
That's incredible. That's
the classic one.
Oh, that's probably one of the most memorable episodes of the
Yeah.
Twilight Zone. Definitely.
Yeah. And he had all his own hair at that point.
Yes.
Yes. But you see, he could see this thing and no one believed him. And he was going crazy. And fantastic.
Oh, I know.
The
It was
gremlin on the
amazing.
side of a plane.
Yeah. But you need a very creative mind to create a story like that and to pass it off. And it was done very, very well, considering how many years ago that was done. You know, the special effects were limited in those days.
That's true.
If they could do it today, obviously it would look a lot better. But the acting was just tremendous and very eerie, to say the least. And
so true.
There's a lot of stories that stay with you. That's one that stayed with me. And the symmetry of this release, that's always stayed with me. And the Joan Crawford one, where she
that was a pilot.
I know.
Sorry,
that was a pilot.
They've always stayed.
Yeah.
You know. And then
I
thought, well, let me catch up on this. So I watched those 2 episodes, and they hit me harder than I think they did originally when I watched them. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this box set. Of course, I ordered it straight away with Supercar.
Yeah, it's a lot more darker Twilight Zone. It is more horror theme, definitely more than the more sci-fi theme of Twilight Zone. So, and it was really pushing the boundaries for TV at the time. Especially some of the stories were really quite extreme. I mean, now they're quite tame, but for television, that was kind of boundary pushing at the time.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure that time, because they let you think in the imagination, and that can
more psychological.
Yeah, more than actually seeing it, choreographed for you in front of you. I prefer stuff like that because people's imagination will vary, and different people get different things out of different episodes.
Indeed, that's so true.
Yeah, and each episode has a painting, of course, so that's the big part of it. So
what's good about this set is it has a hard book of just the paintings, and also a soft cover book of the episode guide, which is fantastic.
There was apparently someone called Tom Wright did the paintings. Yeah, each one was sort of painted, so they were proper paintings. Yeah,
like 108-page hardcover booklet featuring each of the Night Gallery paintings, plus a 104-page softcover episode guide. So it's housed in the limited edition hardbook. This is amazing. 2 books in the one box set, and a 10 disc set included.
That box set must be quite wide.
Oh, it must be.
Yeah. I think I need more shelving.
I'm out of shelving, literally. I'm literally out of shelving. I have no space.
Well, I've got some behind me, and I've got some downstairs, and I've got some in another room, and I've got some here, the other side.
Oh, wow.
So I'm in trouble. but that's the sort of trouble I like.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Rod Serling was a very influential figure, definitely his work. And I don't know if it's true, but I was reading, he was more into he was trying to get TV and dramas during the Twilight Zone era, more around sort of social issues at the time, but he couldn't get them made. So, like at the time, the segregation and sort of things going on in the US. He was trying to take these topics, and then the Twilight Zone was sort of his way to get around it, sort of make it sci-fi-ish, but still have these sort of social topics. And same with Night Gallery, a lot of it follows over. It's still like a bit of a commentary on society at the time. So he was a very influential figure, and his work, definitely inspired a lot of filmmakers growing up, including Spielberg got to work on his first sort of directing job there.
Well, he passed away very early in life, and you would wonder, he's got a tremendous volume of work that he's left for us, but you would wonder what else he would have done if he lived a bit longer,
Yeah.
But then again, he was excellent.
Yes.
But in the Twilight Zone, he always had a cigarette, didn't he?
Always had a cigarette, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. It's a real shame.
Okay. Well, John and I started off with Night Gallery. So, Jim, would you like to do the honors of discussing the second and final TV show for January 2026?
Well, I think I got the easy one here. Thank you, guys. Supercar, the complete series, 1961 to 1962, Imprint Television 33, is the marvel of the age. Intrepid pilot Mike Mercury takes to the skies in the supermariation series Supercar, with Professor Popkiss manning the console and the eccentric Dr. Beaker providing the customary blend of irritation and genius. The stage is set for an adventure series that blends action, humor, and charm in equal measure. Every episode of the TV sci-fi classic series launches onto Blu-ray, produced by the legendary Jerry and Sylvia Anderson, Thunderbirds UFO, combining their iconic supermariation puppetry and scale model special effects to eternal audiences young and old. Featuring the voice acting talents of David Graham, George Marcel, Graydon Gould, Sylvia Anderson, and Syl Schaps. 5-disc Blu-ray set plus 48-page hardcover booklet in limited edition hard box packaging, 1,500 copies only. Special features and technical specs: 1080p high definition presentation on Blu-ray, audio commentary on Rescue by co-creator Jerry Anderson, new audio commentary on The White Line by ITC Entertain the World podcast hosts Chaz Wiseman and Al Submerge, audio commentary on The Runaway Train by co-creator Jerry Anderson, new audio commentary on The Sky's the Limit by ITC Entertain the World podcast hosts Chaz Wiseman and Al Submerge, additional footage including textless backgrounds, commercial break footage, and foreign language main titles. Bill Maven's Supercar home movie, footage from AP Film Studio during production of Supercar, image galleries, audio English LPCM 2.0 mono, original aspect ratio 1:3, and optional English hard of hearing subtitles.
Lucky you got the short one.
only because I bribed you.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Thank you for that. I did a little bit of research, of course, you know me. They had an idea. Up until then, Jerry Anderson was producing films, and a certain lady who was Twizzle, for example, and she was selling it to the companies, and she was the one that was making the money. And she tried to commission a second series, and they didn't want to know. Jerry Anderson and his crew didn't want to know about it. So they did 2 15-minute pilots. They took it to Granada, and Granada weren't interested in this. So they took it to Lou Grade, and Lou Grade said, how much per episode? And apparently they quoted £3,000 per episode in 1960. He said, come back tomorrow and half it, and we'll talk. So Jerry Anderson went home, and he worked out that he'd get a third off. So it was down to £2,000. They went back the next day, and they said, look, this is the best we can do. Lou Gray said, let me go into the office. He opened the door, went in there, came out, he said, okay, we've got a deal. This office turned out to be a cupboard. So they did a deal, and no contract, just a handshake. And he said the next day, Lou Gray said the next day a check will be there on your desk, and it certainly was. And that's how it was. But see, there's rumours that the episodes cost £700, but they said it was nearer to £3,000. The actor who voiced Mike Mercury, Graydon Gould, said the character was like a young John Wayne, and his sidekick called Jimmy. For merchandising purpose, they had a woolly animal called Mitch, the monkey, and the baddie was called Master Spy. Now he had a very good puppet face, according to a lot of the people that were working there, and they said that he looked very much like Sydney Greenstreet, and his ally looked like they tried to create a film noir set. So this director would actually have shadows behind, which was quite interesting. What's interesting about the series, if you've watched Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet, and you go back to this, you can see the progression from Supercar as Stingray, Thunderbirds, and Captain Scarlet, and it's all in a very short period of time. And in between, they actually Jerry Anderson made a film called Crossroads, which he wanted to work with live action actors. He didn't really want to do puppetry, but he was so damn good at it that he couldn't get out of it for years. But eventually he did, as we all know. But the series is, I'm glad you're getting the series, because it will open your eyes to how they got round problems in this little small studio on a Slough trading estate? Any ideas? Any comments?
I've never seen Supercar, believe it or not. As I said in our previous episodes, Thunderbirds was the only Jerry Anderson show I've seen before the imprint releases of Captain Scarlet and Stingray. I'm really looking forward to it. And it's fully in black and white. It's not a colored one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Early. I've never seen it either. Yes, because it was before. It was an earlier one, but sounds fascinating and looks incredible for its time. Oh wow, it's a UK set. Wow, DVD.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's it. That's a very old UK set, and then they upgraded it. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
with little comic.
Oh wow.
And Andrew Pixley book.
Nice, very nice.
And why would I buy the Australian version? The reason I would buy that is because A, I'm a collector, and B, I'm so looking forward to the 2 audio commentaries that was done by Jazz Wiseman. And we call them Smudge, by the way, because I always say Smudge, and people say, well, why do you call them Smudge? Please, Smush, but we call them Smudge. Because I've listened to the audio commentaries on the Captain Scarlet box set, and they are stunning. So, and of course, you've got the book as well. So as soon as that was announced, I thought, yes, I've ordered it. And I will continue to order it because I'm a collector of these items, you know. And I was amazed that, you know, as a kid, you know, you look at these programs and you look at the programs today, and it doesn't mean anything in comparison to what I had in my childhood. In my opinion, is, you know. But I hope you will sit down and look at these programs because they really are a tremendous. If you saw Torchy, the first thing they did, one of the first things they did, that was awful. And you see Supercar, and it was just 10 generations better. And then you see what came after, and it just got better and better and better over a very short period of time. But it cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
And the people were very dedicated. And of course, a lot of the people went on to do other things, and they got involved with James Bond and, you know, doing special effects and that sort of thing. But they loved an explosion, and they loved to a crash at the sea, because Supercar can fly and it can go underwater as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a hoot. It's an absolute hoot. And it's 39 episodes, 25 minutes long. And as we know, there's a few extras there as well. And it's nice that a new generation are going to see what I saw. And we didn't think 60 years later we'd be seeing a release of a program that was made in 65 years. That was made in 1960, 61.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And this was their first big success breakout for Jerry Anderson and the team.
Well,
so it was kind of, we'll put them on the map more.
They did another one with a guy called Nicholas Parsons, who ended up doing a lot of game shows. He voiced a cowboy, so they did that as well. And then they did Torchy as well but they weren't making the money on Torchy.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then they did Supercar. So Supercar, he tells the first true Jerry Anderson stamp, you know, but it wasn't the first one he did. But it was the one. I think it's the first time they used the title Supermariation on the puppets. Yeah. So yes, you could say that was the first one. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have got the cowboy one somewhere as well.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, I have got it somewhere. I can't really find it at the moment, but it is here somewhere. But you know, that's the problem. You know, when you're collecting many years, you just amass so much, as you guys know.
Absolutely.
Oh yes.
A big thank you to Imprint to even consider bringing that out.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful of Joe 90 at some stage. And do you know Joe 90?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
No.
Just think about this. You've got a 9-year-old boy where I don't know if he's his uncle, his father now. He puts him in this thing called a rat, and he spins around, and he gets the mind of a Russian pilot who can fly a superjet or a secret agent. And you think to yourself, hang on, he's put his 9-year-old nephew or son, I can't remember now, into all these dangerous situations. He's quite happy about it. Interesting.
Might come to Imprint Television.
I'm hoping it does, yeah. And the guys, he's designed this car that can actually fly.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. So, just food for thought.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
So there's more there.
I'm just looking forward to seeing what's coming soon on Imprint Television again, because this is just the first for January for 2026, and wow.
Well, there's a gap. There's a gap. There's a three number gap.
There is.
Yeah, but I think they might put the made for TV films in that gap.
Maybe you never know.
Yeah. Who knows? Didn't you get any little peek when you were there?
When we were at the Vivision offices, we didn't get much peeks of television at all, didn't we, John?
No, just the film box sets. Yeah, that was it.
Have they got security there to keep you out of certain rooms?
Well, we could have went for a toilet break and had a look around,
Maybe.
Ducked out to the toilet.
No.
Yeah, I think I would have tried it on. But no, it's they're doing a sterling job, and if they delay something, I would rather get it perfect, because it's going to be on my shelf for hopefully many years, rather than rush it through. What's a month or 2 months? It doesn't matter in my opinion. Yeah, I'm just hoping everyone else shares that opinion, because if you're a collector, you want the best possible copy.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And
yeah.
Yes. And they haven't let me down yet.
No. No, I can see.
Yeah, I didn't intend to do this.
Oh no, I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was very happy with the Captain Scarlet box set, but I haven't got round to the Stingray yet. But I will do in due course.
There's just too much to watch. I know.
Yeah.
We all share the pain.
It's not. It's better to have too much than not enough.
No, that's right.
And it's nice on the shelf.
Yeah.
Which is quite a sad thing to say, I suppose. But it's my way of visiting the arts.
No, not all. Yeah.
And then you got the films as well, which take up a lot of time. But it's a nice way to spend a bit of leisure time.
Sure is. Well, it looks like this is the end of the episode number 78 for Imprint Television January 2026, which includes Night Gallery and Supercar. Now, Night Gallery has been delayed a week from January 7 to January 14 now, and Supercar so far looks like it's on schedule for January 7 for 2026. So yeah, looking forward to seeing those two, especially Night Gallery. But those extras, good Lord, couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
We did good, John.
Oh yes,
I would have done. I tell you,
it's a whole telephone book of extras. Amazing.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah. As always, good sir, Jim. Thank you so much for joining in, and love talking television with you and everything else. And of course, as always, John, thank you so much for being a part of this episode.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both, and please be safe and look after yourselves.
Thank you so much. You too.
Definitely.
And we're recording this in the middle of December, so I'm just going to say it right now. Just in case we don't speak to Jim again, have a very Merry Christmas to you and your family, and a Happy New Year.
And exactly the same to you guys, but also a healthy New Year, because our health is our wealth.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for watching and listening, and hope you have a great day. Speak to you soon. Thank you for listening and watching this latest episode of Imprint Cast. Imprint Cast is a part of Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network. Thank you for listening and watching, and hope you have a great day.